Welcome to Rathdown School in South County Dublin for match day 18, the last match day of the regular season here in the Women's EY Premier League between Monkstown, the host club, and Catholic Institute. Everything is to play for here today. And Monkstown, who require a point to remain safe, and Catholic Institute, who will be looking to finish as high up the table as possible, currently lying in third position. And matches elsewhere could well determine the fate of these two teams. But in Monkstown, we have this young side. It's been very consistent throughout the year, led by Olympian Chloe Watkins, but with full underage internationals in Orla Young-Hughes and Charlotte O'Neill and Millie German, together with Olivia Brady and Emily Keeley. So it's all set here for a really exciting game. A lot to play for. It's a good spring day, April the 1st. It's definitely no jokes. We've passed that time. And we now look at the seriousness of this game. The Catholic Institute team, who have Olympians and World Cup finalists and European Cup finalists as well in Rushing Upton and Naomi Carroll. They will be leading their side here. Both are still involved in the Irish team in the preparation for the European Championships this year and for Paris 24. They have some good young players in here, but they've been a very solid performing team over the last 2 years. And they are the Irish Senior Cup winners from last year. And ironically, this year, both Monkstown and Catholic Institute will meet in the Irish Senior Cup final on the 28th of April in UCD. The teams now just doing their final warm-ups before this. And here we see the league table. And Catholic Institute cannot actually win the title today, but they will be looking to move up the table as much as possible. Monkstown just ahead of Ards at the bottom by 3 points. But a critical game there is Old Alex versus Ards, that if Ards win that, they will leapfrog Monkstown on goal difference. There's 2 goals difference between the teams, and as you can see, 1 point for Monkstown in this fixture will confirm safety. So everything to play for today in the leagues. At the top, Loreto also playing Railway Union in a key match to see who wins the title. So here are today's matches, and as you can see, Railway Union are playing Belfast Harlequins, but Pegasus are playing UCD, another critical match in the top, and Pembroke are playing Loreto. And Pembroke were last year's champions, and they are the only ones who can prevent Loreto from winning this year. But there's every permutation available today, so an exciting day's hockey in store. And here at Rathdown, it is live. The umpire's just signalling 3 minutes now to the start of the game. Very pleasant conditions. The sun is shining. There was rain earlier this morning, so the pitch should be in totally perfect condition. Didn't need to be watered. And Catholic Institute, who have been very difficult to beat over the last 2 years in this league, and certainly they've also added to that some great cup runs. And as I mentioned, the Irish Senior Cup final will be played between these two teams on the 28th of April. The umpires for today's games, today's game is Julie Fisher from Belfast and Gillian Garrett from Dublin, 2 experienced umpires. And today's technical delegate is Paola Caratini, and she is assisted today by Courtney Watkins. And for the umpires, Gillian Garrett will be down to the left of the camera, and Julie Fisher to the right. And Monkstown will be playing from left to right in their traditional light blue and navy. And Catholic Institute playing in their maroon colours. And this will be a battle of the midfielders between former colleagues on the Irish team, Chloe Watkins for Monkstown and Roisin Upton for Catholic Institute. So an interesting battle in store for the growing number of spectators. Who arrived for this game. And the final team huddle there from CI. And they will have the push off. And quite a few supporters up here from Limerick for the day. And the push is taken there by Aoife Hickey. Gets the game underway. Institute into a sharp piece of action so far. Breaking into the circle. And the shot there by Naomi Carroll. She does not connect. And that gives a free out to Monkstown. But Institute putting on a full press right from the start here. Testing Monkstown early on. And it's Upton in the middle of the park. Looks to find Carroll. And it's Institute with the ball down in the Monkstown right-hand corner. Emily Keeley defending there for Monkstown and forces the error out up to Sarah Toomey. Sarah Toomey comes away with the ball and wins the free. Orla Young-Hughes to Susie Kelly, who's had a fine season at the back for Monkstown, leading a young defence. And Claire O'Reilly there just diving in, missing the ball. Upton to Barrett. Michelle Barrett takes the free quickly. Barrett delivers into the circle, and that's the first penalty corner of the game. Coming in the 3rd minute. And an opportunity here for Institute to open their account. And that coming from a quick free by Barrett and forcing the error off a Monkstown foot in this circle. And we have Upton and Laura Foley at the top, who look like strikers. And this will be Upton with the first hit. A missed trap, but she still has the ball. But again, Sophie Moore loses her stick. And it's another penalty corner here now for Institute, their second of the game. A slight mistrap there on the first one. And again, it's Upton and Foley. And better trap this time. And it's Upton. And that ball looked like it was going wide, and that would be a free out. Umpire Garrett signalling the free out for dangerous play. And that was brave running there by the Monkstown defence. And it's Watkins now, first time in the game, wins the free, takes it quickly. Looks to get the ball forward. Not 5 yards there by Upton. Umpire lets it go. And again, Watkins being put under pressure early on there. And that was Laura Foley just nudging her in the back and winning the free. Young-Hughes gets a touch down the line. And it runs here for Toomey. Toomey now with an opportunity. Smashes the ball across the circle. And then it comes into the circle Moore has a fly hit at it in the air, misses, and it's a free out. But the first attack there by Monkstown, almost creating an opportunity. And that's Anna Horan there, being fouled by Moore. Comes out here to Ciara Maloney. Maloney into Upton. Upton with an early ball. Finely tuned out to Barrett. And it's German. Again, having a fine season at left back for Monkstown. Was a winner of the Leinster Senior Cup last year with Holy Child in Killiney. The first time they won the cup in their history. And it's out to Young Hughes. Young Hughes making line down, using her pace. She's gone past 2, 3, finds Moore. Moore is in space. Can she deliver? A little ball in front. And that ball deflects off. And that'll be a 22 for Monkstown. A promising attack there by Young Hughes to Moore, and Moore into the D. Watkins on the 22, takes it quickly. Snappy little one. A stick foul there by umpire Fisher, just outside the Institute circle. Taken again by Watkins. Looks for the free, wins the free again. A little bit of pressure here from Monkstown. There's certain urgency here by Monkstown to deliver. And that's a good defensive play, but it's in the circle right in front of goal. And that just bounces off Natasha Toomey's stick. And that will be a hit out and to Institute. To be taken by Anna Horan. She looks for the obvious pass. Plays it to Christine O'Shea. O'Shea threads her way down that side. Good play here and a good tackle there by Young Hughes. Good low tackle. The ball's with Kelly. Kelly looks, takes a good option. Takes it out to Keeley. Keeley finds Moore. Moore, not quite enough purchase there to find Toomey. The game now lively up. A mistrap there by Upton. And it leaves it with Watkins. And the umpire, even though it was in space, the umpire has decided that having hit Watkins' foot, that she gained an advantage, and that's a free to Institute. And an overhead ball taken down well by Keeley. O'Neill. O'Neill. And Institute get the free. Now they can attack. But it's O'Reilly back covering, taking the ball off Begley. Begley with the mistrap. And O'Reilly using her pace down the sideline, wins the ball, comes inside. Good skills by O'Reilly. Doesn't quite get purchase on the ball to find Moore. Moore coming back well. Finds Watkins. Watkins smashing it into the circle just wide of the right-hand post and wide. And that will be a hit out to Institute. The game, Monkstown now gaining a little bit of impetus in the attacks and having the better of the game at the moment. And that will be a push in on the left side to Monkstown, taken by O'Reilly. Finds German. German, a fine hit across, finds Young Hughes. A good transfer from German. The ball's down the line and it's Keeley. Keeley can't get any purchase on it, and it's defended well there by Maloney at the back. But her pass finds Watkins. And a good ball from Watkins. And almost breaks there for Natasha Toomey, but has fouled in the process, taken by O'Shea. Finds Upton. The game now moving from end to end at pace here. And it's Begley. Begley puts the ball in. And that ball comes up off Cleary. And the umpire's decided that that is a free in to Catholic Institute just outside the Monkstown circle. Ball yet to go 5 metres. It has done now, so it's in play. O'Shea. O'Shea again taking up the central pivotal role here for Catholic Institute. And that's a good ball, finds the ball down on the right, crashed across, but it's deflected off of O'Reilly's stick, and that will be a 22. Certainly Catholic Institute looking a bit more positive in getting the ball into the D than Monkstown at the moment, but both sides having opportunities to play it in. And that's a good wide ball. Good position wide right. And that ball's deflected up, and it's a chance to shoot, and it's a shot off Foley. And it takes a deflection. And that was a good snapshot there by Foley, but it was deflected off of Monkstown's stick and wide of Dignan's goal. Upton looking for her players to come short for her. O'Shea. Upton looks to pull it inside Moore, does so. Finds a fine ball across, and the ball goes right across Dignan's goal, and no Catholic Institute stick can get a tap on it to tap it over the line. But that was dangerous there for Monkstown, and a well-worked move by Catholic Institute. Kelly. O'Neill. Young Hughes. Closed down quickly by Cleary. And O'Neill fails to find Young Hughes. Gives the ball back to Catholic Institute, and it's Kieran Maloney to take the push in. Upton looking to control the game from the back. And there's a touch. The ball is smashed in, and Carroll has come off her player and got the touch past Dignan. And that gives the lead to Catholic Institute in the 11th minute. Now Monkstown with a hill to climb. That was a good cross in and a great touch by Carroll, who nipped back off the ball. But now it's with Begley. Monkstown need to regroup here, and it's Elizabeth Ryan, coming through. Yeah. And it's Natasha Toomey going down the right. One player, two players. And delivers a great ball into the penalty area in the corners, and it's a penalty corner won by Olivia Brady. Persistence there in the tackle and winning it with a stick foul by the Catholic Institute defender, and an opportunity for Monkstown to get right back in this game. Pamela Smithick in goal, very experienced goalkeeper. Players just preparing themselves with their masks and their protective equipment. At the top we have Susie Kelly and Chloe Watkins. Susie Kelly, a fine striker, clean striker of the ball, of a dead ball. Chloe Watkins with the flick. And it comes to Watkins. And Watkins finds the foot of Laura Foley. And that will be a second penalty corner for Monkstown. Good running there by Foley, running down the line of the shot. And Monkstown just been a little over elaborate, and Hamill gets dispossessed in the circle. And now a chance for Catholic Institute to break. And it's Hickey. Hickey with the ball wide to Begley. And an opportunity here. And it's Maloney, Clodagh Maloney down the right side. Looks to put a firm ball in, but it's taken down, but it's deflected up in the first instance, and that'll be a free in to Catholic Institute. Institute leading by that one goal, by that touch to a hard ball into the circle by Carroll. And a little bit of a missed pass there, but it does find O'Shea. And a good ball out to Barrett. Michelle Barrett, but she fouls. Chance now for Monkstown, and it's taken quickly by Watkins. Watkins looks to thread it down the sideline, wins the push in off Barrett. Young Hughes and O'Neill now coming under pressure from Carroll. And that's a good ball down the line, but it's well picked out by Barrett. And Institute now attacking through Cleary. Cleary looking to shield the ball, but a good low tackle by O'Reilly. But it's won back by Cleary, but just touches it out over the back line. And that will be a hit out to Monkstown, to be taken by Kelly. And the ball looking, Kelly not quite hitting it cleanly there. It's intercepted, but that's a great step up by Orla Young Hughes. And she finds Brady. Brady now looking for support. Good skills by Brady. She's gone through and she wins the foul, pulling the ball into Rebecca Barry. And Watkins trying to jink her way through there. Finally, there's a stick stop taken quickly by O'Reilly, who breaks into the circle but goes down the open side. And it's well dealt with by Horan. And a weak pass there from German doesn't find Moore. And the ball is cleared down the pitch, and it will be a hit out to Monkstown. We're coming close to the end of the first quarter with that single goal by Carroll after 10 minutes. And it's O'Reilly. Really good quick skills. Plays it inside to Watkins. Watkins closed down by 3 players. And she blows the umpire blows the whistle. I think Watkins would have preferred the advantage, but it's taken quickly. And a great ball by Watkins in. Just fails to be trapped by Brady at the top of the circle. But that's another great block there by Brady. But umpire asks O'Shea to take the free again. And she does. And plays it out to Horan. And that's an excellent long ball up the pitch, and it finds Carroll in space. And Carroll has speed. She's looking for support. Finds the first tackle, but it's number of tackles, but it's a penalty corner to Catholic Institute. It did look like there was a Catholic Institute player on the ground at that particular time, but the umpire said play on, and it is a third penalty corner to Catholic Institute. Upton and Horan now as the potential strikers in Two Castles at the top of the circle. Carroll is to the left here, and it's a nice underhand pass, and that's gone in. Dignan going down early there for that shot, and it goes over Dignan and into the goal, and it gives Catholic Institute a 2-goal lead coming to the end of the first quarter, and they are now looking comfortable. A couple of attacks, a few penalty corners, and they are in the driving seat as we speak. Now, big challenge here for Monkstown to come back. And there we go. There goes the first quarter whistle. And that corner going in just in the last seconds to give Catholic Institute a comfortable 2-0 lead after Q1 here in Rathdown. A lot of work to be done by Monkstown. Emer Cregan, the Catholic Institute coach, will obviously be the happier of the two coaches. But Monkstown now with a little bit of a mountain to climb here to get back into this. Okay, the team's coming back here for the start of Q2 in this McCann Fitzgerald sponsored EY Premier League game. McCann Fitzgerald, excellent sponsors of Monkstown Hockey Club for the last number of years. Both men's and women's Premier teams playing in the Premier EY League. And it's Catholic Institute with the push-off again. And again, it's back to Upton, who doesn't get the purchase on it that was required to get it over Carty. And a touch there by Moore, but doesn't find the Monkstown shirt. And there's an opportunity there, and that's deemed to be a lifted ball there by Hickey. And O'Reilly takes it. And O'Reilly can't thread the ball through to Carty. A little ambitious, and a good tackle there by Hamill. And it's O'Shea coming forward for Catholic Institute. Looks inside, finds Maloney. Maloney and Foley winning a strong tackle. The umpire has deemed it a free, and that'll be a free to Catholic Institute just outside the Monkstown 22. And it's back to O'Shea, very experienced defender for CI. Horan. And they're quiet. Maloney, Kieran Maloney. And she just lifts it over Brady's stick. Creates space for herself. Puts a fine ball into the circle. And that's picked up there by Foley. And the ball's back across the Monkstown circle. And it's Carroll having an air shot there, which if she had connected could have been the third goal. Looking for a bit of opportunism there from Carroll, but Monkstown survive and it comes away. And O'Reilly just letting the ball run off her stick, and it's Horan. And Horan can't find Carroll, and that ball will give possession back to Monkstown. Hamill to take this. One of the large cohort of talented young players on the Monkstown team, and it's Watkins. Big ask of her today. Twists and turns. 3 players around her every time she gets the ball. Finds and smashes the ball into the space on the right. Unfortunately, Keeley just a little bit behind, but that's a hit in to be taken by Kira Maloney. Upton changes the angle. And good play by Upton, but her pass is a bit powerful and O'Shea unable to trap it, and that will be a 22 to Monkstown, and an opportunity now to create something here to get back in this match. And umpire Garrett had spotted that there were 2 balls on the pitch. So O'Reilly will have to take the 22 again, and she does. Back to Kelly. Kelly now coming forward, looking to find the Monkstown players, and just goes behind Brady. And now Monkstown putting in a full press here to try and keep the ball into the and unlucky there by Carty, who was putting pressure on Horan. And Horan's pass goes out over the sideline. And that'll be a push into Monkstown, and it's O'Reilly again. Seems to be at the hub of everything Monkstown are doing. Good skills, and it's now with Brady. Can Brady create something? Surrounded by 3 Catholic Institute players. And O'Reilly lets the ball run off her stick, and it's snapped up by Catholic Institute. And it's Carroll who breaks away and passes it backwards, but it only finds Watkins, who was retreating, but now can turn the game. And it's Moore in the circle. And it's Horan coming across. Monkstown putting pressure on here with Moore. And Moore quite can't get a touch, but O'Shea comes inside. And that looked as though O'Shea had pulled the ball too far. And Monkstown not happy with that free, but it has gone to Catholic Institute, and it's Ciara Maloney looking for the pass out of defence, and that's a great intercept by Keeley, but gets in touch with Moore, and the two are deemed to have fouled, and it's play ball back with Catholic Institute. Horan, fine ball by Horan, finds Begley. Begley finds Upton. A good move here by Catholic Institute, and a lovely long ball up the pitch. Finds Barry, and that's a good low tackle by Hamill, and that gives away a 22. And Watkins trying to close down Upton, and the ball goes into the Monkstown circle, but it's cleared out. Danger there for a moment, and it's Watkins again, looking for the level of support here from our players. Takes it towards the right sideline. It's blocked out by Maloney. And that's Monkstown's ball, a lifted ball. And Watkins almost finds Carty. And Carty putting pressure on Horan. Back to Clodagh Maloney. A good transfer there under pressure. And it's back with Upton. And Upton just lifts one into the Monkstown defence. And Young Hughes is tidying up at the back. Didn't have enough pace to take it over the back line, but it's Young Hughes coming out in the left corner. And that's well played by Monkstown. And it's play on. And it's Toomey, Sarah Toomey with the ball. Finds Keeley. Carty now, danger here and a chance for Monkstown, and it's a goal scored by Moore. That is an excellent goal scored by Monkstown down the left side of the pitch, started by Young Hughes right deep in the corner, and an excellent ball across by Carty, met on the full by Moore, and the score is now Monkstown 1, Catholic Institute 2, and we have a game on here from looking comfortable. Monkstown have grabbed a lifeline here to get back in this match in the middle of the second quarter. And it's Upton, another long ball down, missed by Kelly, but probably for the benefit, and she gets the hit out. And it's Keeley. Now, can Keeley make an impact on the game? She's been quiet so far. She's a key player in the attack of Monkstown, and it's down, and Moore just stretching out there, can't get enough purchase to control the ball, but Monkstown now working very hard. And it's Hamill to Kelly quickly to Watkins, now looking to conclude. Young Hughes coming in support. Monkstown beginning to build good play here. O'Neill. Kelly. Hamill, and the ball crashed across by Toomey. Looking for the free, and a great intercept by... and the umpire has pulled her back, and that looked like a very clean tackle. As she came through there, picking the ball off Upton's stick. And possession back with CI, and it's Horan to Clodagh Maloney, to her sister, and a good early ball down the line by Ciara Maloney. An opportunity there, and Hamill knocks the ball out of play, and that'll be a 22. An entertaining match here at Rathdown, with both sides going from end to end with opportunities to score. But Catholic Institute taking two of theirs, one from the touch by Carroll and the other from the drag flick by Upton. Gave them the 2-0 lead, and then an excellent move, but an opportunity here now right in front of Monkstown's goal, and the ball is played out, and it's Watkins. And Watkins finds Natasha Toomey, just lets the ball run off her stick and out over the sideline. Upton. Good ball. Finds Begley, but it nips up into her midriff. Ball given away. Lovely first touch by Watkins, but nobody else looking for that pass. Upton again at the hub of everything. Carty jabs out her stick and gets a deflection, and the ball goes out for a push into CI. Carroll, scorer of the first goal with that touch, tries to burst past Hamill, but great play by Hamill and wins the free. Certainly CI looking dangerous when Carroll gets the ball in around the Monkstown 22. But it's O'Reilly who comes away. And O'Reilly is fouled as she comes out of the defence with the ball. And it's Watkins. Takes the ball early to Keeley. Keeley now in space. And just unfortunately can't trap the ball cleanly and hits off her foot. And this will be Maloney with the free for CI. Maloney to Maloney. Upton, a crash ball down the pitch, and it goes out over the Monkstown back line, and that will be a hit out. Conditions perfect for hockey now at the moment. Sun shining, temperature about 12 degrees, and no wind or rain. And it's Watkins. Watkins looking, twisting, turning, looking for the support. A fine ball finds O'Reilly. Well taken by O'Reilly on the run. And O'Reilly dancing down that left sideline and wins the push-in just on the CI 22. Back to Hamill. Hamill with a crash ball across finds O'Neill. O'Neill finds the support of Young Hughes. Can Young Hughes deliver? But unfortunately, Keeley misses the ball, hits her foot, and it's a free out. Opportunity now with Carroll, but deep inside her own half. Finds support from Hickey. Certainly CI looking strong down the right side of the pitch when they do attack, and it's O'Shea. O'Shea dummies it out to Toomey. Nice touch inside, finds Begley. Begley, though, cannot get the support play there from Hickey into play, and the ball goes out over the sideline. But that was a promising move there from CI. They strung a few passes together and just couldn't get that fourth or fifth pass in play. And Kelly smashing the ball down the sideline, hoping to find Brady, but doesn't. Clodagh Maloney to Begley. Begley having a fine game for Institute. Now danger here for Monkstown. The ball's across in front of goal, and that's a win from a strong tackle there, winning the free, and a strong tackle from O'Neill. Certainly, Institute do look dangerous when they do get inside the Monkstown 22. Lovely turn by Young Hughes. Young Hughes, and the ball there is a kick by Begley, and that'll be a free to Monkstown near the halfway. O'Neill. And it's Hamill now. Switch to the right. Looking for the support here. Gets a lucky deflection and finds Keeley. Keeley needed a bit more purchase on that to crash it into the circle. But it's intercepted. The CI defence dealing with a lot of those circle entry balls. And it's Cleary. Cleary on German. Good skill by German. And CI putting up a full press on, and now it's Carroll trying to take on Watkins. And Carroll has seemed to have fouled. Protests to the umpire, but doesn't get it. Watkins asking where they were changing the ball. There we got another ball on, yeah. There appeared to be something wrong with the ball that Watkins had spotted. Okay, the game is on again. And it's Kelly. Kelly to O'Neill. O'Neill back to Kelly. And it's Kelly again. Fine strike from Kelly. Not picked up there by Natasha Toomey. But again, a lovely clean strike from Kelly. And it's Sarah Toomey now closing down the two twin backs of CI. And it's Horan. And Horan's ball finds Maloney. But it's a great tackle by Keeley, who now has space in front of her. And it's Watkins with a little lift pass. But rushing Upton has read it. And now it's Upton who breaks away with the ball. Finds Carroll on the right. Danger here now. A flowing move from Catholic Institute. She wins the free just outside. It gives Monkstown time to get back and get numbers back in the circle after that counter-attack. And it's Monkstown who take it away. Taken quickly again by Toomey. And this looks like this will be a card for number 12. Michelle Barrett for not being 5 yards at that free hit in that free-flowing movement from end to end. Watkins finds Hamill. Hamill to Brady. Brady just slips in trying to turn for the ball. And that's a hit out. Three minutes to go in this second quarter. It's been a competitive second quarter and has allowed Monkstown to get back in the match. But there's a mistrap there. A most unusual mistrap by Upton. But the ball breaks again to Catholic Institute. And they have the ball down the right. And it's Young Hughes to shepherd the ball out over the back line for a hit out to Monkstown. Just a mistrap there from Cleary, who was in space. And it's O'Neill. O'Neill moves it quickly, but it's just ahead of German. But it's picked up by Brady. Unfortunately, just clips off onto her foot, and that's a free to CI. And it's Ciara Maloney. Back to Horan. And there's some news just broken through there. We'll find it at halftime. And it's Clodagh Maloney down that right side. Wins the 22. Still pressure from CI. A really good game of hockey here. End-to-end hockey opportunities. And both teams giving it everything at the moment. And it's Upton to O'Shea. A lot of experience now in those twin, but effectively are the centre backs at the moment. And that's a lovely little lifted ball through, and the ball's in front of Monkstown's goal, but it is a free out. Ball went out over the back line. Not a free out. And there goes the whistle for the end of the second quarter here. And it is Monkstown 1, Catholic Institute 2 in a cracking match for this match day 18, the final match of the regular season. And we look forward to you joining us for this McCann Fitzgerald sponsored game in a few minutes. And welcome back to Rathdown School for the second half of this EY Premier League match, match day 18. The push-up back taken by Olivia Brady finds Watkins out to O'Reilly, who had a fine first half for Monkstown. And it's O'Reilly jinking down the left wing, but just lifts the ball and then lifts the ball over Maloney and then collides with Maloney. And that's a free out for Catholic Institute. And Brady closes down Maloney really well. Some good low play here by Brady, but the ball's pulled inside by Maloney, who wins the free. And Maloney takes the free, looks for Horan. And this game finally balanced with a 1-2 scoreline in favour of Catholic Institute. And that's another crash ball by Upton. One of the best strikers of the ball in women's hockey in Ireland. Clean strikers of the ball. And it goes out over the back line. And it's O'Neill with the push out. Finds O'Reilly. Full press coming here now from Catholic Institute. Asking questions of the Monkstown defence. But it's O'Neill. Lovely skills by O'Neill. Brings it forward. But it's German. The ball off German's foot. And that's a free. Upton. Horan. Out to Maloney. Horan. O'Shea. And a good interception there by Monkstown. Carty can't quite get control of the game, the ball. But it's intercepted, and it's O'Reilly jinking towards the Catholic Institute defence. Good play by O'Reilly. Wins the free. Taken quickly by Watkins. Cuts into the circle. Looks for the tomahawk. The ball's across. And it's out to O'Reilly again, who smashes it in. And it's deflected over the bar by a Catholic Institute stick. And that was a real opportunity there for Monkstown to equalise. A fine move. And that caused confusion there in the Catholic Institute defence, and Watkins takes it in German and good support on the left. And the ball by O'Reilly just undercuts the ball, goes high and wide of Smithick's right hand post, and that will be a push out. And Monkstown Brady doing the hard work up there up front, but she's put them under pressure, causing mistakes there by the defenders. And now it's Toomey, but Toomey, the ball smashed past her to Maloney. Maloney, a good long ball down, well intercepted by German. Good skills by German, cuts inside. Kelly to Young Hughes. Young Hughes to Carty. Nice skills by Carty. But a foul there by Brady, and that gives the ball away. And it's Upton. But Monkstown making life comfortable now for Catholic Institute when they earn the ball. Upton does a big 360 turn. Finds O'Shea. Maloney. And a nice take there on the left, and the ball's crashed into the Monkstown D, but the ball is lifted up by Carroll onto German, and that will be a free out. German policing Carroll here very well, a tall task today. Carroll, one of Ireland's leading goal scorers and forwards, and that's good pressure by Carroll. The ball deflects up, and it's Watkins. Watkins takes control of the ball. German in support, looks in support, and it's O'Reilly. O'Reilly looking and moving, finds German. German finds Toomey, Natasha Toomey, ball in, good ball, but goes into contact on the open side, and you won't get past Upton on that open side. Now a chance for the counter-attack, and it's Carroll. Drives inside, look for support. Support coming from Jennifer Klein. And now young Hughes to try and bring some sort of order to the game. It got a little bit hectic there. And it's Keeley, twisting, turning, trying to create space. Another clean here to the ball. Hits a good ball up. And the umpire blows for a free. Monkstown probably would have preferred the advantage as the ball broke to one of their players. But it's a free to Monkstown just inside the halfway line. And it's O'Reilly. Can O'Reilly use her pace to get into the circle? She's in the circle and she wins a penalty corner. And that is O'Reilly at her best, jinking down that left channel. And now an opportunity for Monkstown to equalise in this match. Smithick in the goal with experienced defenders. Foley is in there. Upton, O'Shea. All prepared in their luminous masks. And at the top, it's Keeley and Watkins. Ball's generated out, and it's to Keeley. And Keeley's touch in, and it's touched in by German at the far corner, and Monkstown have equalised. They have come back from 2-0, and this is a replica in reverse from the match in Limerick, where Catholic Institute came back from 2 goals down to draw 2-2. And that was a fine corner, well worked. Watkins to Keeley, a smash ball in, and German stick low on the ground. Got the angle deflection into the goal to equalise. Upton, and a long ball down, and it looks to find Cleary, and Cleary mistimes the bounce in behind the Monkstown defence. O'Reilly back to Kelly. And a fine fight back here by Monkstown. The odds stacked against them there early on with those 2 goals. And that's good play there by Maloney. Wins the ball from Toomey. Gets support. Looks for the ball through. Finds the ball through to Horan. Horan. Upton. To Maloney. Clodagh Maloney. O'Shea. And it's well intercepted by O'Neill. Again, the Monkstown defence of German, Kelly, O'Neill and young Hughes have had a fine season. And the youngest defence in the Premier League. And it's Watkins now taking advantage. Glides past 3 around Watkins. Lovely reverse stick in. Finds O'Reilly, but she just can't quite get the second touch on it to line up the shot. And it's Catholic Institute to come away with the ball with Carroll. And that's an excellent tack by O'Reilly. And the ball looked like it went off Carroll's foot, but the hit in has gone to to Catholic Institute. Maloney to Horan. To O'Shea. Transferring it across the pitch. Out to the left, but a mistrap there by Barrett. Lets the ball go out over the sideline. Murdoch, another of the talented young defenders here in Monkstown. Murdoch with the ball, looking for the options. Finds Kelly. Kelly hounded down by Carroll, but excellent skills by Kelly. Creates the space and chips the ball down the sideline, but chips it over everybody's sticks, and that'll be a hit in to Catholic Institute. Horan and Moore putting pressure up, but Horan dodges inside and cuts the line of attack by Moore out. Finds Maloney. And an excellent ball across here to Keir Maloney. Keir Maloney finds Jennifer Klein. Jennifer Klein drifting towards the Monkstown circle. And that's an excellent covering tackle there by Kelly. And Kelly looking for some support here, but none forthcoming at the moment, so has to continue to play the ball. Does a little reverse stick flick. Finds Sarah Toomey, And Sarah Toomey, another reverse into space. And now it's O'Reilly. Chased down here by Begley. Begley, who's had a very good game for Catholic Institute. And it's Murdoch in support, but just steps over the ball. And that'll be a line ball there to Catholic Institute. An opportunity there for a promising attack by Monkstown. But excellent play by Kelly and Toomey down in the left-hand corner. Klein to O'Shea. O'Shea eyeing up the options here. Decides to pick the Horan option. And it comes back to O'Shea. Upton now, who is drifting around there in midfield looking for space. Comes up against O'Reilly, and that's a great tackle by O'Reilly on the reverse. Stops Upton. But Upton now looks for support. O'Shea. Horan. Upton. And it's O'Reilly, but Upton shielding the ball really well. Takes a deflection off Keeley's stick, and that'll be a 22 to Catholic Institute. The game flowing from end to end. Some opportunities for counter-attacks. But overall, a very good game of hockey here in Rathdown. It's keeping a large crowd enthused and enthralled, given the scoreline is 2-2. And that's a hit out to Monkstown. Players just talking to each other to give them support. Foley now confronting Watkins. Finds Murdoch. Murdoch back to O'Neill. And O'Neill's ball just too far in front of Murdoch. And an excellent crash ball. It just takes a deflection off Begley. Cleary. And goes out for a hit out. Umpire just waiting for the second ball to come off the pitch. And O'Reilly coming back well there in midfield to assist Kelly in defence. Monkstown happy to be patient now that they are back in the game at 2-2. But that's a great stop there by Hickey. Fouled by Hamill. And they find Upton in the middle of the field. A good 360-degree turn. And Upton is in the circle. An opportunity here. But a great save there by Dignan. But a good bit of purchase on that from Upton, who made that run herself from inside the Monkstown half and did the 360-degree turn, and crashed in an open side shot, which Dignan picked out and knocked out for a 22. Maloney. Oh, good skills by Maloney. Throws Toomey one way and then the other. And the ball into the danger area, but it just deflects off Elizabeth Ryan's stick, and it will allow Monkstown to take the ball out. 2 balls on the pitch again. But now Kelly has the only one, and it'll be in play. Watkins. To O'Reilly. O'Reilly finds Watkins again. Good combination down the left side. Lovely ball from Watkins into Sarah Toomey. Tries to thread it through, but it's well read there by Maloney. And it's Carroll. Carroll to Begley. Begley being very effective for CI today. Just lifts the ball over Brady's stick. Comes back to Horn, but Brady chases it down again. And the ball's picked up now by Hamill. Hamill goes inside, finds Brady. Brady looks for O'Reilly. Riley is having a fine game from Monkstown. Endless energy here in the fuel tank. And a lovely little ball through, but it's just threaded through far. But Watkins' low tackle wins the ball. off Barry's foot, finds Brady. Brady drives down the right-hand side of the circle. Looks it up, looks for Murdoch. Murdoch, slight mistrap there by Murdoch. And CI win the free out on that left side. This critical third quarter with the match now evenly balanced with Monkstown 2, Catholic Institute 2. Carroll and Upton for Catholic Institute and Moore and German for Monkstown. And now an opportunity for Monkstown, taken quickly by Hamill. Hamill drives towards the circle, looks to win the free, does win the free. It is blocked out there. Watkins takes it up quickly, moves the ball the required 5 metres. And delivers into the circle right in, and Smithick deals with it comfortably, but Watkins wins it again. And Watkins with Barrett out there. The ball deep in there. Catholic Institute looking to try and work that ball out of that corner, but there's a lot of low flat sticks down there. And the game has sort of shuddered to the halt at the moment. It's been played in about a 5 square metre patch down there, but it's broken out. And it's Carroll, a little bit of a reverse stick, finds her international colleague Upton. But the ball runs to O'Reilly, who is picking nearly every loose ball up for Monkstown. Wins the push in. Finds Brady. Back. Can O'Reilly deliver into the circle here? Good skills by O'Reilly. Lovely little flick ball in, but brilliantly taken by Maloney. And good skills there in the CI defence to shepherd that ball out of danger and out over the sideline. Brady. Brady looking for support. Turns. Can't quite get the angle on the ball, and it runs along the back line and eventually out over the back line for a 22 for CI. Horan looks to take it quickly, but no options were on. Monkstown putting in a clever press here to prevent this ball going up there, but that's a good long ball up, and now a chance for Catholic Institute to attack through Barry. And Barry cuts inside. And it's Murdoch, tidies up for Monkstown in a critical situation. And there goes the whistle for the end of quarter 3. And it is now Monkstown 2, Catholic Institute 2 in a highly entertaining EY Premier League match here in Rathdown School. Sponsored by McCann Fitzgerald. And now there's an opportunity here for both sides to go and win this game. Another fine fight back by Monkstown, and certainly if this is what the Irish Senior Cup final is going to be like on the 28th, the people attending and the fans are in for a highly entertaining game. And welcome back for quarter 4, the final chapter in this game and in the regular season for both of these teams. Both of the umpires have had a very, I'd say, enjoyable game. There's been nothing contentious in the match, and it's Brady who kicks off to Watkins. Takes a little bit of time to control the ball, but cuts inside. Lovely little reverse stick pass. And O'Reilly again wins the free, and there is a Catholic Institute player down on the ground, and it looks like it's Upton. It is. Certainly O'Reilly and Upton have been having a fine tussle here today. And that's a great ball from Watkins, and it just can't be picked up by Hamill, who could have cut inside. But an opportunity now, and it's Horan. Horan coming away for CI. And a good play there by Toomey. But Toomey seemed to have fouled, and that's a free to CI. Finds Carroll quickly. Opportunity for her to cut inside. Shepherded by Bev, and that's a great take by German on the open side and comes away with the ball. Doesn't quite get it clear, but an opportunity here now, and the ball's cleared out. And the umpire says play on. Didn't look like there was a foul there, and that's a great low tackle by Upton. Finds Watkins. Watkins confronted there by Foley. And another ball, Young Hughes, forever looking to support on the right-hand side. Finds Hamill. Hamill comes inside. A little jinky ball into the circle. Wins the 22. And the goal scored for Catholic Institute, who went 2-0 up in the first quarter by a touch by Carroll and a drag flick from Upton. And then pulled back by one in the second quarter by a lovely move by Monkstown, finally tapped in by Moore. And then in the third quarter, Monkstown with a fine short corner move with German getting the last touch to put it in. But now an opportunity here, and it's Hickey. Hickey for CI. Begley overruns the ball and therefore creates obstruction. But now it's Watkins. Watkins looking for support. Finds Toomey, Sarah Toomey on the left wing here. Experienced player Toomey has had a big part in Monkstown's season here. Together with all the younger players that we have, she brings that level of stability. But it's Brady. Brady driving in, wins the free in. And the umpire Fisher has awarded a free out there to CI. And it is their opportunity to retain possession and work it out from their defence. O'Shea. Barrett. Horan. Begley. And Begley just reaching for that ball. Just quite can't get the touch to control it. But it was a great overlap run there by Begley into the space in behind the Monkstown defence, and it's Hamill. Lovely little flick pass by Hamill, and that's a strong tackle by Brady. Wins the ball. Opportunity now for Brady to get support from O'Reilly. Good play here by O'Reilly. She cuts inside. She's got space now in front of her and attacking the circle. Finds Brady. Brady in the circle, and that's a really strong tackle there by Ciara O'Shea in the CI defence, and that closes off that danger there, which was looking very positive for Monkstown. And good skills there by Upton. Wins the free. And that's well intercepted by Watkins. Finds an early ball. Finds Natasha Toomey. Natasha Toomey into the circle. She's in the circle and about to pull the trigger. Doesn't do it. Brady's in there, but Brady slips. And the ball breaks now for Catholic Institute. A nice little flick ball there forward. It finds Carroll. Carroll confronted, and that's good play. And it's missed there by O'Neill. But it's gone out over the back line, and that will be a hit out for Monkstown. So there were options there at both ends. One for Monkstown, and then completely, in a matter of seconds, right down the other end for Catholic Institute. And it's Keeley, who's had a relatively quiet game today for Monkstown, but still can play a part. And that's a great take by Carroll. Controls the ball into the circle, looking for it. And that's a free out. The CI player from Carroll's cross going across. The ball went off her body and into the goal. And Upton is asking Upton has come from the halfway line, so no, I think she's happy with umpire Fisher's explanation, and that was a little bit lucky there for Monkstown. Great play by Carroll, lovely reverse stick cross, and just missed by Dignan, and then the slide in. Opportunity here now to move it out. It's Hamill. Hamill, lovely short ball into Watkins. Watkins gets the support from Young Hughes. Young Hughes has to check and come back. Takes the ball. Finds Watkins again. Monkstown now in a little bit of ascendancy. And the ball is trapped, but it's well taken by Keeley. Opportunity here for Toomey. And Toomey with a fresh air. And that would be a free out. And it's Upton. Seems to have been everywhere today for CI. Always available for our defenders. And that's great play again. And that's good play by O'Reilly, who Carroll in a good contest there. Does foul, and that gives the free to Monkstown. End to end. Good competitive hockey here. Played in a very fair manner. And it's Keeley. And Keeley's stick is just trapped, or just tapped, just coming into the circle there. And Watkins takes it. It's gone the 5 metres. Support again for Young Hughes. Can she deliver in? No, she can't. It goes up in the air, and it's deemed dangerous by umpire Garrett, and that'll be a free out. Perfect conditions here at Rathdown for this final day, match day 18 in the EY League, and that's well watched by O'Neill. But the CI player not 5 metres, and that will be a free to O'Neill. Thankfully, the rain has kept off. And it's Hamill supporting down the left. This takes her eye off the ball, but recovers. And it's Watkins, always looking for support. Cuts inside now in the open side. Crashes the ball into the circle. An opportunity here for Barry. But Carthy, she just couldn't trap the ball on the open side, and it glances off her foot, and that is a free out. But a really clever ball there from Watkins. Barry running into the space, nearly pulled it off. Upton, sorry. And Upton, really strong. And Upton wins the free from good low tackling technique from the Irish international. And that's a long ball down into the circle, and O'Neill again is underneath it, and again Catholic Institute, not 5 metres, but it's taken quickly, and it's Young Hughes. An opportunity down the right side of the pitch to move forward. And it's swept into touch there by Barry. Now, full press coming from Catholic Institute, but it's Kelly with one of her trademark runs out of defence. But the decision goes against her, and it gives it back to CI. Will there be a winner in this match? Both teams still not afraid to play, playing without fear to try and go and win this game and snaffle all 3 points. And that's good defensive play by Keeley, who takes it out of the danger area, but confronted by Cleary. And the ball goes out of Cleary, and that will be a hit into Monkstown. Both teams totally committed in their running and in their tackling. Push in, and it's back to the ever-present Upton. And O'Shea looking to see if they can conjure up a magical move here. They normally look for the end game to find Naomi Campbell, or Carroll. And it's Maloney. Maloney takes it quickly. Begley, right down in the right-hand corner. Nice little flick pass. Picked up by Naomi. Close down. Out to O'Shea. O'Shea to Upton. Can Upton deliver into the circle? Yes, maybe she can, but that's a great tackle. And there's a free out there, and that was an excellent reverse stick tackle there by Carty that upset Upton's run towards the circle. And it's Watkins, again surrounded by 3 or 4 CI players. So Monkstown seek another route to get the ball out. O'Reilly. To her captain, Chloe Watkins. Great ball from Watkins. Toomey goes past Toomey's reverse side, but that's a really good ball that finds Carroll running into the circle, but it's a missed trap again in the circle. By Cleary. Now, it's Young Hughes. O'Neill. Young Hughes down the line. Finds Keeley. Keeley takes it quickly. But only plays it straight into Maloney. And that's a good tackle there by Keeley. It goes backwards for CI. And it's back with Maloney. Clodagh Maloney. And Upton, who's drifted back now to take control of the situation. But Sarah Toomey still working hard. And that's a pickpocket there by Watkins on Hickey. And it's O'Reilly. Riley now able to attack down the right. But it's Watkins. Takes it to the left. Finds O'Reilly. And it gets a touch off Upton's stick. That could have been dangerous there for CI. And it's now... And good skill to get on. And it's a shot wide of the goal there. It looked like O'Reilly's stick was played coming into the circle there. But her shot goes high and wide. Oh, and it's a free out for Catholic Institute. Game on again. And that's well blocked by Moore. Well blocked by Moore. Discipline will be vital for both sides here. You need to play the whole game with 11 players. Lovely reverse stick by Upton. And it finds Cleary. Glances off her stick onto her foot. And that chance is lost. That was a really excellent ball there by Upton on the reverse. O'Neill. And a loose ball in there for Keeley. And Carty back. Everybody working really hard here on the pitch for both teams. And it's Maloney. Clodagh Maloney. A nice ball down, but Moore gets low, gets the deflection. O'Shea has controlled everything at the back for CI. And Upton now high up the pitch. Another telling ball in, but another free. It comes off Carroll's foot, and Upton is delivering some really telling passes into the Monkstown circle. And that's good play there by Hamill. Good patient play. Carroll comes in with a crash tackle and gives away the free. Hamill elects to go back to Kelly. Out to O'Neill. Back to Kelly. Monkstown transferring the ball well. Finds O'Reilly. Probably the player of the match for Monkstown here today. Now she's found space again. And she gets support from German. Great support there from German. Ball delivered in. A clever play at the back by CI. Gives them the ball again. Now the ball is with Upton. Upton is attacking down the middle of the pitch. And a lovely pass out to the left side. And this is real danger here. But a great covering there by Hamill. Making a first time pass or play out from in front of Dignan's goal. But that was dangerous. Now it's Watkins. Monkstown's chance. Lovely support play by Toomey. Toomey, though, puts a loose pass inside for Watkins. And it gives the possession back to Catholic Institute. And that's a long ball up the pitch. And it's brilliantly taken by Foley. Foley now running in. Wins the free. Takes it quickly. And again, Monkstown have got the ball, and it's Kelly coming out of defence. And well played by Moore, but she only finds O'Shea. The game here building into a crescendo. This is end-to-end play. The players have given everything here today. Really excellent game of hockey. And Moore closes it down, gives away the push in, but still asks the question. And that ball breaks there, and it's Keeley. Keeley finds Toomey, and it's Toomey in space. Can we keep it in space? It runs outside for Carty, but Carty doesn't see the defender coming over her shoulder. And it's Klein. Klein inside. Upton. And that's a good dummy over the ball by Kelly. Goes out over the back line. Misses Hickey's stick. Again, another pass from Upton. All of these passes, it should be almost certain that she will find one pass into the circle that could be critical. And now it's Maloney. Looking for the options. Finds O'Shea. O'Shea to Upton, and a great reach by Watkins. Almost disrupts the play. But no, it's Horan. A good play by Horan. Opportunity here. And the aerial shot by Carroll from in front of the goal. Pats it wide of Dignan's goal. And that was a really good opportunity there for Catholic Institute to take the lead. Now a full press on here by Catholic Institute. Monkstown look to work it out around the right. They have done. And out on the side it's German providing the option. Now it's Keeley. Keeley finds German. Clever play here. But they've lost the ball. And it's Klein. Klein to Carroll. Great skills by Carroll, but a great tackle. And an excellent tackle there by the Monkstown defence, who closed down Carroll, who was in a dangerous situation. It's Watkins. This is end-to-end play. Hard to take your eye off this match at the moment. And it's Watkins looking for support. And there goes the final whistle in a fantastic match here. End-to-end hockey. And it ends Monkstown 2, Catholic Institute 2. And this means that Catholic Institute finish in third position in the league and Monkstown retain their Division A status. A fantastic game by both teams, with Catholic Institute going into a 2-0 lead in the first quarter with goals by Carroll, a clever touch from the cross in, and then a penalty corner with the reverse stick, with the drag flick in over Dignan's diving body to give them 2-0. And then Monkstown fighting back with an excellent move with the pass from Carty in front to Moore, who was left with an open goal to tap it in. And then in the third quarter, we had the goal from German following a corner. Watkins to Keeley. Keeley smashing it in towards the left-hand post, and German's low stick getting the deflection past Smithick. An excellent game of hockey, played in perfect conditions, and we look forward now to the playoffs, where Catholic Institute will continue their season, and for Monkstown, they have the Irish Senior Cup final to look forward to against today's opponents in what should be another cracking match. Thank you for joining us today and staying with us in what was an excellent game. Managed well by both umpires, and I'm going to sign off. And now we will be having an interview with the Monkstown coaches Simon Lowry and Sarah Scott, and the interview will be carried out by Ariana Neeland, one of our commentary team here in Monkstown, and we will have that for you now in a few minutes. But thank you for joining us today on what was an exciting day's hockey here in Rathdown. Signing off for the season.
my phone, so does that look really bad?
No.
Okay. So I am introducing it. Hi there, my name's Ariana Neelan and I'm here with Sarah Scott and Simon Lowry, reflecting on this team season, the Monkstown Women's EY team. So guys, firstly congratulations on maintaining EY1 status in your first season and on reaching Senior Cup final for the first time ever. How do you feel looking back on the season and reflecting so far?
Well, firstly, we're absolutely thrilled with today's result, but it really epitomises the resilience of this squad and the character of this squad. It's a massive, massive journey that we've been on, and it's really, really tough in your first year in EY to stay up, and we've had many ups and many downs. But for me today, for us today, it's just been a massive show of character.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely agree with what Scotty said there.
Great. Okay. Well then, do you have many future plans for this squad for next year? Any players you're planning on bringing in?
Oh, we've many, many plans for this squad. I suppose firstly we want to play in the Irish Cup final, and then we'll deal with next year after that. But yeah, we have our eye on a few players. But to be honest, all I can think about are the players that have got us through this season. And yeah, we're really looking forward to next season now.
Yeah, I think this group is so young. We have plenty of players coming within the academy system and within the club itself as well. We're really lucky to have that, and you could see the benefit of that this year with 7 of our girls coming up from the academy and being young, talented, really, really talented players able to play at this level in their teens. So that's brilliant.
Great. And how have you found the highly competitive nature of the league this year, with any team in the group being able to take points from any other team?
Yeah, I think that's what made this season so special for EY. There was no clear standout, performances weekly. There was no consistent, winning results. And I think for us, as the season, especially in the second half of the season, we really, really grew. Still didn't have some, results go away, but yeah, it was a really tight league, and that's sort of a credit to the standard of the EY league.
Great. And with the Irish Senior Cup final coming up for the team and facing Institute again, do you think today was a good dress rehearsal for the team?
Yeah, it was a great dress rehearsal. I think we'll be able to get some good footage from that game and review it, and I think it shows we're, regardless of what happens, we'll be there or thereabouts, and I back us between now and then to be able to put a few things in place and allow us to push on and get the right result in the cup final. It's really exciting, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a massive day for the club, and I'm really glad that we have, a nice finish to the season. And our Senior Cup is such a special competition, and for our girls to get that kind of day out it means a lot. So yeah, we're really looking forward to the day, and I know Institute will be gunning to get us, but that they're a great team as well. Credit to them.
Great. And finally, looking back on the season, do you have anything you would do differently?
That's a very good question.
I think we need a bit of time to reflect on the season before there's definitely things we could have done differently, but I think overall we're really, really proud of what the girls have achieved and how the seasons went. So I think it'd mainly be small things that we could look to put in place and improve for next year.
Yeah, I think that's a question we probably will ask the team as well. But I think overall, we don't always get it right. But I think the end, us staying up, is the end to the fairy tale. So thanks a million.
Yes, thank you so much, and best of luck on the 29th.
Thank you
Thanks
so much.
Thank you.